Doma Sports Talk Worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, we got some proof. We got some proof that Canelo Alvarez, one of the best fighters we got, he's going to probably be fighting in May again. He's had an operation, a small one on his wrist, and he'll be fighting John Ryder, like I've been saying for the longest, right? He'll be fighting John Ryder. He wanted to fight him earlier. Now, John Ryder is the WBA interim champion for 168 pounds and super middleweight, right? And, we got David Morrell, who's the regular champion for the WBA, right? But let me tell you why I told you it's going to be John Ryder. It's going to be John Ryder because John Ryder is the easiest one in the bunch. That's the reason. Spoiler alert. But here's the thing. It's going to be John Ryder because they do it like this all the time. Eddie Hearn has come out and said, hey, we got 5 opponents that Canelo Alvarez might fight if he doesn't fight the Dimitri Bivol rematch, right? And what those are fillers to see what you guys going to say. They'll put a name or 2 good ones in there that we want to see him fight, and then they'll put some other names in there. Now, here's the list. You've seen David Benavidez' name is on the list, right? And Jamal Charlo. Those names are on the list. He ain't fighting them. Those are on the list just to be on the list. The real list is the other 3 names. Chris Eubank Jr., which I doubt because Chris Eubank Jr. has 2 things going for him that Canelo will probably don't want him to deal with. And that's work rate, right? Work rate and a pretty good chin, right? And so that was a problem. So that's not going to be that. Then he got Jaime Munguia, right? So that's something for Cinco de Mayo. Middleweight, the Canelo's bigger than, and you could probably fight Jaime Munguia, but actually, he's not allowed to fight Jaime Munguia because it don't get more Mexican than Jaime Munguia, now does it? Because he's not even a Mexican living somewhere else. He's from Mexico. So it's Jaime Munguia and Chris Eubank Jr., and of course, the other name is John Ryder. Now, why are you hearing John Ryder's name and not David Morrell's name, who's been the regular champion for a lot longer than John Ryder? And John Ryder actually is coming off of a loss, actually, to Daniel Jacobs. He just got a split decision win, but it's a controversial win. And I told you before, and I'm going to keep it up. The reason why no one was outraged about John Ryder getting the decision over your boy Daniel Jacobs is because they know that's who Canelo can fight. So we're preserving him. I'm going to keep saying it. So here's the news in a nutshell. Eddie Hearn says we got 5 options for Canelo Alvarez on May the 5th if he doesn't fight Dimitri Bivol, and he ain't doing that. So we got David Benavidez, ain't happening. Jamal Charlo, ain't happening. Those are the names that we would like him to fight. Either one of those, we would care. Those are good fights. But here we go with the ones that could possibly. Chris Eubank Jr., John Ryder, and Jaime Munguia. And I'm telling you this. It's John Ryder 95%, Jaime Munguia 4%, and Chris Eubank Jr. 1%. Them other 2, David Benavidez and Jamal Charlo, that's just simply not happening. Watch what I tell you. Doma Sports Talk Worldwide, and I'm up out of here, y'all.